blanket. Because now everything feels much nicer. Make sure my microphone's good. The gain should be okay. Perhaps. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Let me just push the Discord real quick. Everything feels weirdly tilted right now. Like, I thought it was just my laptop on its like little dock, and I was like, why is this so tilted? This is annoying. But then I'm like, oh, it's just my other monitor is kind of tilted. But everything feels tilted right now. Is that like, is it me? Am I just like on uneven ground or something? Hold on. Let me get this blanket out of here. Aww. Sorry, there's a spider. I can't get to my computer until it goes away. And it's going. But it was in my blanket. Ah. And now it's in my other blanket. That's not ideal. I can't even see if anyone's here chatting or anything because I can't get to my computer. I really need to bring my citronella candles down here. I guess I do have like a semi citrusy candle. I want to say it's like bergamot or something. It's a candle I made myself. Okay, well, I don't know where it went, but I'm scared. Agreed. Okay, I'm sitting down. Hello, Detective Mudia. Thank you for redeeming first. You messed it up. You messed what up? Oh, the little black thing in the top, or just you caused a spider to be here? I wish you were here to get rid of it. Okay, sorry, just post into the Discord. And a little... I don't know, grumpy isn't the word, but I can't relax now. And I'm scared. Oh, I made your setup wonky. It's weird because like I'm looking at the table, I'm looking at the docks, my chair, and it's not like the entire floor could have, but that's what it feels like. It feels like the entire floor sunk to the right. I don't know what's wrong. It's not my chair, it's like everything. And that's making me kind of grumpy, and then the spider came and it was scary and gross, and you should come to Squish Spider. Like, I just want to relax. That's all I want to do. I'm trying so hard to relax. And there's earwax in here. And my cords are all tangled up. I had a bad day. I had such a bad day where it's like, this isn't necessarily making it worse, but I'm just so like, a bamboo blowtorch. Welcome, Astaven. Let me Google that. Blowtorch? Oh. Ooh. Made a blowtorch out of bamboo. Oh, thank you, Detective Mudia, for cheering a bit. I feel your love from over here. I feel better. Still scared about Spider. Let me start this dang game up. Yeah, yesterday was your birthday. Happy birthday! Happy belated birthday, Astavan. So, is the blowtorch made out of bamboo related to your birthday? Or were you just like, cake, now time to get creative? Wow, I forgot to switch the thing. Dangandammit. Turn it down a tad. Turn that down a tad. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. You guys let me know if the audio is okay. Made it a few days ago. Ooh. I have many questions about it. Give me all the details. Like, was it just for fun? Do you have something you will now torch blow? You know? Man, that spider was real gross. That's all I'm gonna be thinking about now for the rest of the stream. I'm so sorry. I wish I wasn't like this. Yeah, I don't know astrological signs. At least, you know, by memory. So yeah, Pisces, or what are ya? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I have my notes out. Also, Detective Media, how are you doing? Also, if you hear some rumbling in the background, I am doing some laundry. And perhaps I will stop midstream to change it to the dryer. But yeah, I listened to some of my old Danganronpa VODs. Oh wait, hold on. What is happening? What is happening? But anyway, I listened to some of my old Danganronpa VODs. And yeah. I'm sorry, it's like half it's not showing up on the stream, but like half of the game is cut off. I might real quick. I'm sorry. I won't make you watch the whole thing again, but I just want to make sure it's good. Sorry, I'm having so many issues right off the bat. I'm just very paranoid. Broke it, Grandpa. Dang it, Grandpa. It's still cut off. What? That's not okay. Maybe it'll go away. Nope. Whatever. You guys can't see it, so I don't really care. All the save slots to make people nervous. Okay. So it's still daily life. I don't think anything has happened yet. I believe, from what I remember. I don't remember. Oh, God. I wish there was, like, a little recap telling me what to do. I'm sure we'll step outside and he'll be like, all right, time to go to the gym, or whatever. Oh, okay, we're starting things off fast. Whoa! Woo! Huh? Was that someone screaming? Decked out Krampus. want to watch that movie. That sounds good. Decked out Krampus. He just wants to show you his new outfit. And also, it happens to be Christmas. I think it came from the dining hall. Okay. Running! Running, running, running! I doubt anyone's actually dead. I'm sure it's just like, oh, they got paste. Yeah, this guy. Okay. Let's see if I can remember. There's only like 7 people left, so you think I'd have the voices down by now, but whatever. Aw, Makoto, we got a big problem, man. Oh, what's wrong? Look! Hiro's finger shook as he pointed. Whoa. Interesting. This is cool looking, though. Hina? Are you okay? What happened? She killed her. Oh, I thought that said Hina, sorry. She killed her. Genocide Jill killed Hina. That's not the right voice either. Good start.
No, she's not dead. Open your eyes. No way she's dead.
Why? What happened? Well, Toko and Hina just all of a sudden they were yelling, and then they knocked the pepper off the table, and that led to a sneeze. And that led to a sneeze? Okay. Slap myself. Get back into it.
Her giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? I might be flat, but at least mine are real. And look at my shapely collarbone. Doesn't it just totally set you on fire? Anyway, you totally non-adorable boys just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else. I'll start cutting and cutting and cutting and indulging myself for who knows how long.
Okay, let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, Hiro, help me. Sure thing.
Wee-oo!
Woo, as Edgeworth would say. Genocide Jack's abrasive laugh chased us out of the room as we carried Hina away. Dang. I think this is the first time we've seen someone just, get hurt. Without intent to kill. I'm wearing socks with a pattern on it, and I thought I was a spider. I'm so scared right now. I'm so on edge right now. By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse's office, she seemed to finally have regained her composure.
Thank you.
Are you sure you're feeling better?
Yeah, it really was just a scratch.
But still, that was super close. If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me,
Yeah, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir.
So sarcastic. That just makes you sound even more hostile. Oh, she's got a cute little, I know it's a bandage, but a cute little, knee brace now. Hey, Hina, what the heck happened?
We got into a fight, and I lost my temper and flew off the handle.
Yeah. Let me guess, the fight was because of Sakura?
At first, I just tried to ignore it. If you let jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have time left to live your life.
Butthole.
But she wouldn't let it go, so I just... Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like 12 times.
12 punches isn't really without thinking. Well, when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got let loose, right?
It's my own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she was saying all these terrible things about my friend,
Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears. Just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door to the nurse's office burst open. I thought the door was gonna fly off its hinges. It's Sakura! There she stood before us.
Hina? Sakura! You're hurt. What happened? Oh, nothing. It's not a big deal. Makoto, Hiro, what's the meaning of this?
Oh, it was me. It was Genocide Jill. It's all that demented murderous fiend's fault.
To hurt Hina. Damn you. To leave me all alone, but hurt her. What is this? What is this? I'm okay, really. It's just a scratch. Unforgivable. I can't forgive them. Hero, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me.
I don't hate you exactly.
Why?
Somebody save me! Hero nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office. But just a second later... Is this Byakuya? What's going on? Oh, no, it's the... I forgot you were alive. I'm sorry. Okay, let's look. Who's all alive? Me. We got Hina, Sakura, Toko, and Hiro. We got Byakuya, and we got Kyoko. Okay, that's everyone accounted for. Good, good, good.
What's all this noise about?
Also, I listened to my old VODs, and definitely the character voices change over time. But I feel like I'm doing a weird mix of last stream and like my first stream, so sorry. The inconsistency is gonna kill me as I'm listening to these VODs, but whatever. Kyoko stood in the hallway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot in the room.
I gather that something happened?
Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura!
You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm drawing a line right here and now.
Drawing a line?
Goodbye.
Wait, son! Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were... Please don't try to murder me. Hi, are you still mad at me? Kyoko? Are you still mad? Yeah, I figured.
It's fine.
Huh?
About that issue we discussed earlier. It doesn't matter anymore.
Thank God you brought that up. I don't even remember what the issue was. Then you do forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
You could have told me about Sakura and Minakama fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right?
Yeah.
To think like that, I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you.
What?
Because ultimately, that means you don't trust me.
No, that's not it. If that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I've already forgotten about it.
Yeah, right.
Besides, I may have overreacted.
Huh?
Anyway, it's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it.
She's way more robotic than I think the last time I did her, but whatever. Okay, thank you. Alright. I think I've inspected everything. But I just want to double check. Anything else in the trash can? Oh, everything, the room and everything are back to normal. Minakama must have done it. Cool. Okay. There's no point in going somewhere else right now. What? Is there something else to do? What was it? The TV? I mean, is there anything else to do? Oh, I see. I would talk about something else. I see. What is it you wanted to talk to me about?
Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there.
Where?
Just come with me, and you'll find out.
I guess, but...
Well then, shall we?
With her typical indifference and teleportation, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace. Kyoko! I hurried to catch up to her. I gotta run. She walked ahead in silence, and in silence I chased her, and eventually we arrived. Is she like way taller than me? Why am I running while she's walking? The dressing room? So the something else you mentioned...
That's right. It has to do with alter ego.
But you said we didn't need alter ego anymore.
I didn't say we didn't need him. I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs alter ego. He has business with us.
Huh? Alter Ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently, he has something he wants to ask us. Alter Ego wants to ask us something? Sure, little buddy, what is it?
Hello? Oh, so it's just the two of you? Kyoko and Makoto?
Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is 2 not enough?
No, it's okay. 2 should be plenty.
What is it he wants to ask us? Let's find out, shall we? Kyoko typed in the question. What did you want to ask us?
Oh yeah, so I'd like you to take me somewhere where we can connect me to the school network.
What? Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, Why?
Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I finished my work, I don't want that. I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. That's what Master would want too. So, to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of the school, the only way I can help is if you connect me to the school's network.
Sugar Cube, welcome. Yeah, welcome to the stream. I think it's about to be a super bummer because... Because it's like, I don't want Chihiro to die twice. We? Who is this we? They have water. I have some ginger ale. I have those mini Cadbury eggs. And like the little shell ones with the chocolate on the inside. And I have spiders everywhere. Welcome, Sugar Cube. Hope you're doing well. How you doing? But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you, and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko?
I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true.
I am not well. Aw, you're not well? Are you sick? Are you sad? Gonna go get some hot tea? I think regardless, you should go get some hot tea. Green tea, perhaps. I'm sorry you're not feeling well. Both. Ah, so you need 2 cups of tea is what I'm hearing. You need one that's just plain, and then the second one's gonna have like your cream, your sugar, your milk. Deck it out. First one's for health. Second one's for taste. I suppose. A little brownie. Oh. I could get some bubble tea. I'm going out to dinner with my girlfriend this Friday, and depending on how late we stay out, which we probably won't stay out late, I might have to try to convince her to get bubble tea with me, because that sounds pretty dang good right now. That sounds good. Okay.
So, it's okay. It's for the sake of everyone else. I won't be afraid.
I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed, too admirable, too fragile. You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right? Yeah. When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this. There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend, Kyoko, and we trust our friends and we don't lie to them and keep secrets from them like a little bitch, do we? I'm over it. To be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we're taking any more risks, the mastermind really will notice it. But let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network. But he's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says he wants to fight alongside his friends. If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in the situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend. I mean, I was in that situation, and I said, no, I'm not telling you.
Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't. I want to believe in myself. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this. So please, let me try.
And besides, there's one place where the mastermind might not notice. One place? Remember, there's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera. I just realized I'm doing Joyce's voice from To Do Today. I just watched that VOD the other day as well, and I just realized that's what voice I'm using for Kyoko. Also, I just realized the part on Kyoko's head kind of looks like a butt. I've never noticed how poofy her hair is on top, but it really do look like a butt. Anyway. Remember, there's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera. Room without a surveillance camera. I assume the secret room. That's it! The secret room you told me about! Okay, I'm glad we're finally bringing this up. I feel like he never brought up, like, yeah, and someone attacked me and took everything. Has he not brought that up? For real? I definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in there. And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall. However, just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. I guess you can say she's a butthead. I was trying to do a cricket noise and I couldn't. I admire people who can do cricket chirps. But she does have a butt head. Look, now she's facing the other way and it looks even more so like a butt. The crack is more defined. The cheeks are more defined. There's no way to be sure the mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We'll also have to move alter ego, and the mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right. But despite all that, I still think we need to try. Because that's our best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko. In that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it. Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you. Then let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, alter ego. Bear it with us, okay? We started packing him up right away. Just... I guess Makoto's wearing like some sort of sweatshirt jacket thing, so you could hide a laptop better, but I'm imagining he has one of those boy pockets where you can just put a full Xbox in there. And like, it fits, but it's really obvious. But Monoko is like, I can't ask because it's hidden, but I don't know. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket.
It tickles.
Shh, you can't talk. Shut the...
Oh, there you go. Shut the fuck up. Don't be a fucking narc.
Also, can you feel when we touch you? Why is that a feature? We're going to move you to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay?
Understood. Your command has been implemented.
Good. To have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react. In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. So there might be a network cable in there? Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, all we can do is check for ourselves. Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. Ooh, plot! Where was the secret room? You can't just tell me to go there. I don't remember... Oh, I bet Kyoko's already there, and I can find her that way. Nope. Nope, she's just right there. Okay. Where is she? She said she was right there. Where is she? It's not this way, is it? Creaky. Oh, hi. Ah, Makoto! What the? Why do you seem so surprised? Nothing's wrong. Why would anything be wrong? He's acting really strange. Well, I guess he's always acting really strange. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to my room now. Take her easy, partner. See ya. Suspicious. Suspicious. Okay. Where's the secret room? Teleport. Yeah, I guess we'll talk to you real quick. How are you doing, Soko? Beep bubby. Oh no, Pookie.
My obsession?
What are you doing?
Living?
I see.
Anyway, I'm headed back to my room. I'll just be there, living totally calm.
That's new. Is it girls' bathroom? That's the girls' bathroom. Come on, we have to hurry. Wasn't it in the girls' bathroom? This isn't where we need to go. Come on, we have to... I'm trying. I'm trying really hard. Okay, this must be the right way. I'm trying hard. Is there anyone on this level? Okay. Okay, it was the boys' bathroom and also on a different floor. Oh, thought I saw something. Hey, Makoto. Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What? Just hurry up and go. And to make sure you don't run off, I'm gonna wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful. I thought I made her mad again somehow. Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going. And be thorough. I'm counting on you. Whew. That scared me, honestly. Whew. It was kind of hot. Like, yeah, yell at me. Go ahead. Yell at me all you want. Okay, first we have to find a network cable. Okay, let's see. I guess in the drawers would be the first place to look. According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Found it. This is a network cable, right? Now we just have to connect to Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with a cable. I can't believe I stopped right before this because I'm so invested right now. Rustle. That should do it.
Yeah, I think it worked. Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please just wait a little longer. Just hold tight and put your faith in me.
As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, you're gonna get out of here. You and all the rest of us, as friends.
Friends? Even me? Thank you. Thank you, Makoto.
I'm sad already. How'd it go?
Well, it went okay. But all the documents were gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
I see. Then there's nothing left for us here. Goodbye.
Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore. That much was for sure. Kyoko!
Yes?
So we're just gonna split up?
Of course. I have no reason to stay with you at this point.
Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct?
Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance.
That's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about. Like, what are you gonna do about Sakura?
Well, something has to be done, it's true. But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They just don't have the mind to listen.
Then what should we...
If we can find some new clue, that would likely change the situation. That's all we can hope for right now.
Which is why Alter Ego...
All we can do is wait, and believe in our friends.
You're right. That's our only option. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. I'm kinda tired, so I laid down in bed. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving Alter Ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, is someone gonna try to murder us tonight? I'd completely dozed off. Ding dong. Uh-oh. Oh, it's still daytime. Ugh. Ding dong. The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world. I'm scared. I'm scared. Rattle. Makoto, get out here. Kyoko, what's going on? Hina just came to see me, and she was as white as a ghost. Not saying some coming from you. It sounds like something's happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. Oh, hey Hina. I've been told you're as white as a ghost.
Makoto! Kyoko!
Hina, what's wrong?
Something's not right in the rec room.
What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside. When I did... Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head. What's going on? Did something happen to her?
I was just walking past, and I happened to notice her through the window. I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond. So what should we do? What are we gonna do?
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, right? If we break in, we'll be violating school regulations. We're going to force our way in. I just said the door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room doesn't have a lock. Then why? Feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair? Chair? Either way, this door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. And there's no problem if we break in? Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way.
Okay, I'll go get something to break it with.
I feel like Sakura is gonna be fine and Hina's gonna be dead.
Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure... Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long.
Here! I found a broom. Classroom. Use it!
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Come on, please hurry!
Okay, you two, stand back! I took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could. I mean, directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. Crash. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now opened window and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I could just... I pushed on it with all my strength, and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her... Oh no, what is it? All I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then... Oh no! No!
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
I need to turn my game down a little bit. Just a tad. All-star apologies. Oh, that's so cool. It's chapter 4! Excellent.
Huh? Sakura's...
Oh no.
Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on. At Sakura's dead body. Also, she was smiling, so like, did she know she was gonna die? But she was like, rather me than Hina kind of deal. We didn't make it in time. It's happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead? Checking for a pulse or a reaction? I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. Repeated over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I knew Sakura was gonna die because it's like, oh, how could someone so big and strong get murdered? But it's still sad. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there, unable to do a thing, time just passed. After I don't know how long, because there's no arms on the clock, hands on the clock. I got everyone. Ogre!
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
Sakura's been killed. I see. The one that I find least suspicious is Byakuya. So it could be Byakuya, but I also feel like he's gonna be one of the 4 finalists, you know? I guess it... Ooh, actually, is it Kyoko? Did she go kill Sakura while she was waiting outside the bathroom? Oh, man. Oh, man, but then, like, maybe she knows that we have to stand up for her, but we can't explain what we were doing or why to protect alter ego. Ugh. So many options. Sakura's been killed. I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began. You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say? No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room. It was one of you. Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, one of you killed Sakura. Oh, you didn't mention me or Kyoko, that's nice. What? You're accusing us before we even begun the investigation. I don't need to investigate anything, because you hated her. You hated the sight of her. One of you did, I know it. You know it.
Oh, you know it. Geez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What are you doing here?
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer. That's right, it's the next Onokama file. And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that
Hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Uh-huh.
Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and then...
Then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that. It saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that. I gotta tell ya, I was actually pretty worried.
That's so funny.
I mean, she violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her. So I don't know who it was, but whoever the blackened is this time, I owe ya one.
You owe them one?
Oopsie, before you get all pissy-potty at me, you better figure out who did it first. 'Cause I mean, your lives are all on the line, right?
Yeah, what's that gonna mean? Is he gonna be like, I'll give you a pass this time? What does that mean? Or like, oh, I'll kill you quickly or something. I don't know.
What the hell? He owes them one? I hate him. I hate this whole thing.
Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind, after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura. Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. And let's decide who will stand guard this time.
I'll do it.
Ina. I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here. Sakura. Okay, then Hina's guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you. Me. You're always a thorn in my side. This time just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. Order? Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Wow, we kind of have the same voice when we talk to each other, huh? Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say. Which is... Hiro, Byakuya, Toko. None of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene. What? One of you killed Sakura. I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her. It's... Okay, so it's Kyoko. Because now she's the only one that's allowed to touch the body and stuff. Oh, and I bet... I bet when she was inspecting the body, she took, like, a poison dart off or a note off or something. Okay, it's Kyoko. If it's Kyoko, it's gonna be as, like, second only to the Leon one of obviousness. Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her.
Thank you for your hydrate. I get my ginger ale. Thank you.
This is thirsty work. Take my girlfriend real quick while I sip this ginger ale. And everyone else, go get a fun drink for yourselves. Aww. Yeah. Just texting my girlfriend real quick 'cause I love her. She is very talented and cool and nice and pretty, and I got my ginger ale. So yeah, it like it's Kyoko. It's Kyoko, final answer. And then she's gonna die with some dignity, and she'll either be like, friends, stick together, blah blah blah, hint hint at alter ego, or I don't know, alter ego's gonna be dead after this trial. Oh, you have you have ginger ale too. Well, I guess cheers real quick. That's me cheersing. That was refreshing. Thank you for the hydrate. Cheers, cheers. Here, here. Not laying anyway.
Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here.
Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise? I won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me. What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway.
Girl, same. And you, Hero, do you really object? He's not even phased anymore. If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't really have anything to hide, so why should I care? Then it's decided.
Nothing's decided.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request.
But...
We have to find out who killed Sakura, for those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory.
Fine. I guess that's okay. No matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her.
Naturally. Who'd want to touch a filthy dead body? That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer, all of us face execution. Yeah! Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's kind of a hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. Just do it! Ah! Okay. I better check the Minokama file for anything else. Victim was Sakura Ogami. Time of death is estimated to be around... I should write this down just in case. Okay. Let's see. Sakura. Noon. Body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor. There was evidence of a strong blow to a victim's head. Head blow. No other injuries. So it was a head blow. Interesting. However, it seems at some point the victim suffered a violent vomiting of blood. Okay. So it must have been poison? I mean, she could have had a concussion or something, I suppose, but I don't know. Yeah, everyone, let me know what kind of bubble tea you like. I'm not too picky. I want to try all the flavors, but lavender bubble tea is my jam. I love it. I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that? The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. Also, how did you know there was no lock on it? And that door had been jammed shut from the chair from inside the rec room, which means the killer would have to escape somehow after barring the door. So, okay, so Sakura barred the door, right? She did it. I don't know. So if the door is blocked from the inside and there's no way in or out till he broke the window, there's like zero escape, right? In other words, this is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever, but it could really happen in real life? Right before our very eyes like this? Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind. When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when a locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits the crime, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving locking. Okay, also, he said that the chair was super heavy. So again, maybe it was Sakura because she's strong. Basic approaches include using a string or a simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right? The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh? Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that. But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list. The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that? They stay hidden, and when the door is opened, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible, maybe. And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room? By that I mean, there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then can you think we can cross that one off too? I believe so, yes. So when it comes to the locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then Kyoko, which of those 4 possibilities seems most likely in this case? That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. Do you think she was like, lock the room, or else I'm gonna kill Hina? And then Sakura's like, yeah, I'm gonna die soon and I don't want Hina to die, so I'll do it. I could see that. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Wow, hi! Okay, I guess let's inspect the body first. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she also had vomited blood. And I could see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Okay. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance. Byakuya. However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting? Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. It does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. What's this? It looks like some kind of wrapper. That's... Do you recognize it, Hina? Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So I gave that candy to Sakura. Found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we got into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much? But I wanted Sakura to get the chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they've lost all their flavor. Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper. Okay, well if Hina's been eating them, then they can't be like poison, you know? Okay, what's this? There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. Glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Interesting. There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Interesting. That's a knight. Oh, they're right here. Oh! Okay, yeah, so they're all knight. Okay, I don't know why that one didn't show up. Sorry that one didn't work, but I'm glad 3 out of 4 of them worked. Aren't they so cool? Don't you love Edgeworth's little, like, what the fuck? It's like he is walking up to you with something to say. I like him a lot. The other one that didn't show up for whatever reason is just the Edgeworth one, but still. Thanks for using them. I'm real proud. I'm excited to make more, eventually. Soon, hopefully. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. Actually, I just want to see real quick. Oh, okay. I don't know why it didn't work for that one, but I just wanted to make sure. That's awesome. I love these little guys so much. I love them. I love them. I'm so proud of them. Okay. I'm so proud of them. Okay, anyway. Sorry. Okay, let's see. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, okay, this can't represent us. There he is! There's my little guy. I like it a lot. Oh, I'm proud. Oh, bashful. Okay, so there's 5 figures, so it can't represent 5 students. But... Oh, wait. There's definitely 2 missing, so maybe it did count for 6? Which, if you discount Sakura, I guess there would be 6 people. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures inside the bottles? Oh, that's a good point, actually. Oh, I see. It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have. So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit on the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. I feel like that wouldn't have killed her so easily, but okay. No. I do love that dog emote. It's so cute. I like it a lot. There's a bloodstain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? That doesn't make sense. Why so far away from where she died? Because she probably vomited, dude. Okay. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Let's look at the actual magazine shelf. That same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. Oh, okay. Anything else on this side? Oh, wait. Holy shit, that's a big clue. Huh? The locker's open. And there on the inside is a handprint? What's a handprint doing here? BRB, sound good, boo. Take care. Much love. It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker, and it left a handprint in all the dust. And it looks quite fresh, too. So everyone put their hand up to it. If they don't do that, I'm gonna scream. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? During all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group. Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Well, why not? Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Ah, yeah. Yeah, and the locker's already open at that point. So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then what does this handprint mean? And there's several handprints. Okay. That's everything on that end. It's around 1 o'clock right now. According to Mako, she died around noon, so roughly an hour ago. Was that when Kyoko and I were moving? It's gotta be Kyoko, right? Or is she gonna be like, stop judging me. That's not what a real friend would do. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence of any kind of string or mechanism that was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning, and the door from opening. There's no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not the outside. I just noticed the protein Zyme X thing, and I'm distracted. Oh no, Hina, did you do something? There's some kind of plastic... Oh, okay, so were two people trying to kill Sakura? Did one person poison her protein shake, and then the other one hit her in the head, so technically that... So are we gonna solve this whole mystery and be like, you poisoned her? And then it's gonna be like, actually it was the other person who technically killed her and hit her on the head. Oops. Some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room. It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loves her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments. I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can... It's got a label on it. It says Chem A2. It reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab. That's strange. Huh? What is? You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside. But they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it. Why does that mean? Oh my god. Makoto. Means that someone put it there after. I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. Hint, 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 hint. An important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Oh, did Kyoko put it there after? Maybe? Oh, did, like, okay. So someone was hiding in the locker. Oh, do you think someone saw Kyoko, like, come in and kill her? Okay. So I don't know exactly how, but I think whoever was in here saw something happen with a different person in Sakura before killing her. Also, though, what if, like, they saw that and they're like, oh, Sakura got poisoned by this other person, so they planted this evidence here after the fact, which means it'd probably have to be Kyoko or Hina. It's not me. Interesting. Okay. I think that's all the things. Let's talk to the people.
We already know who did it. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It has to be one of them.
Which means it's none of them. It's either you or Kyoko.
They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto?
Oh, well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more.
Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room.
What?
After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she said she left a note for each of them.
Or do you think the candy and the protein drink had like a... Oh, do you think like the protein drink's fine and the candy's fine, but like mixed together, they're like, it causes some sort of reaction?
She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon.
By noon? The Monokuma file said she died right around then.
I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry.
Oh, well, we saw Toko and Hiro. We saw Toko and Hiro on our way to the bathroom. So it must have been like maybe Byakuya. Oh, maybe now I'm thinking, what if Byakuya poisoned her but someone else killed her, or vice versa? I gotta stop thinking right now and just read.
But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her, by force even, this never would have happened.
Hina, it's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Okay. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying, might be coming to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Yeah, hey buddy boy. What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. What fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says he didn't go to see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Alright, what do you have to say? But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type to go down without a fight. And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right? Certainly, they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part. You should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave. Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right, I have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Alrighty. Yeah. Oh. I'd like to leave, please. Thank you. Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms. Oh. No. Oh no, is one of them gonna get murdered now, though? Man, all our dead friends. All our friends are dead. Can I go in this room? Has nothing to do with the case, but I want to go in. I want to check out Hiro first. Oh, Sakura? Oh, it's locked. Okay, I guess. Leon, here you go. I press the doorbell. Now after a few seconds... What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Welcome back, Dia! Welcome! Hope everything's okay. Oh, I'm stretching. You just missed me talking out loud, so really nothing. Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How do you know about that? Did you maybe gaze in my soul? Have you special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? Oh, well, when she asked me to go meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Ah, yeah, a note. She gave it to me in person. She happened to mention the others, like in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura? No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious. Last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt, and I took her to the nurse's office. I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Oh, do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets. Ah, sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. When I did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh? I bet he didn't do it, he just wants candy. Ah! Ah! Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket. Ah, sorry, just a bit of trash I've got to throw out. Trash? Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly stepped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. It's the wrapper! What about you, Toko? Do you have any stupid candy? I pressed the doorbell. After a few seconds... Aww. Hi. Do you usually have a mole there? I don't remember you having a mole.
Who's there?
The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Just like Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood. Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time? Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall. Can't remember if she's always had this mole.
Well, what do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something.
I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Byakuya already told me that she asked to meet with him.
What? She wanted to meet with Master too?
I'm turning into Sakura.
I just said two, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it?
I admit I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go.
Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Is that good enough?
Okay. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Toko's so cute when she's not insane. Okay, I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to go look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. Chem A2. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? Let's go to the chem lab. I don't think it's on this floor. Yeah, oh, it's second floor. That makes sense. Is it? Okay, I already forgot. I think it was 2B. Or 2A, I mean. Was it 2A? Was it? Was it? Ah. Is it here? Is it the chem lab? Whoa! Have I been in here before? I guess I'll at least look at all the stuff for coins. Maybe I have been in here. I'm sorry if I have, and I'm just randomly checking things. Baby is sleeping. Please be quiet.
Just a baby.
Okay, I must have been in here. I must have forgot what the thing said. Hold on. Chem A2. Okay, so this is just incorrect. My bad. I'm sorry. Thought it was 2A, it's A2. There's no way it's in here, is it? Okay. Why is 2A? Okay, yeah. 4A. 4B. Chem lab is 2A. That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. 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 Oh, so Byakuya, you peed on the floor. Yuck. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand. Shut up. Listen, you already got someone around here calling you master. You don't need to be a dick to everyone else. Oh, there's footprints. Oh, is this powder? This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. Oh, 2A. Okay. Or A2, whatever. I should probably take a closer look at it. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, is that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf. Footprints in the powdered pee. When I looked behind me, there was only one set of footprints in the powdered pee. But that's because Byakuya made me carry him for the entire way. I want to step in the pee. I want to step in it. I guess first we'll look at the pee. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like a bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? No. I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled. That's right. It could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Interesting. These are footprints? And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the... Okay, measure hands to the handprints, measure shoes to the footprints. Let's be detectives here for a second, please. How do these footprints relate to a scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen. Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. So I got to work, and before long I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. You couldn't have done this yourself, Byakuya? Oh my gosh! They literally used the highlighter marker in Procreate or whatever, because, like, a pen doesn't... Look at the word bottle, you see, like, the T's and the B where they intersect. It gets darker. Real pens don't do that. This looks fake. Whatever. So how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. Me. So, when you look at it like this, interesting. would appear that whoever left the footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that... burping. Went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me. These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No! Okay, then let me see your shoes, and I'll confirm their size for myself. You just want to see my feet, don't you? Couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Screenshotting that real quick. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? With how clear these prints are, it would be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. And these prints really are a really valuable clue. I mean, can we, like... If you lay out the footprints... Yeah. Looks like this, and when you look at the pattern, whoever left behind a shelf and that's it. Footprints anyway. Okay. Cool. Check cabinet A. Let's see what's on the shelf. There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. Protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of shelving unit section A. Oh, but wait! There's one bottle here labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? Oh, did they switch it? They switched C9 for A2? I guess we'll look at the other ones. So on this shelf it looks like a bunch of chemicals. I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How you have lived such ignorance for so long, it truly must be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh? What, do you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world? The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. So it could be a reagent. Maybe someone put the reagent in the candy or something. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about the shelf. Byakuya's probably gonna die, or I'm gonna die, or we're both gonna die, but I think we should date, honestly. On this shelf is... One look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit section C. You're trying to find out more about the shelving unit. Looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. So Akira must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. What concerns me is in Section A, there was a bottle with a label from Section C. Also, feet too big. I feel like Hiro's feet must be kind of big. So it must be one of the girls. Because Byakuya definitely wouldn't be like, look at the footprints real closely. He would like clean that up or something, or mess it up somehow. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on here. Okay. What is that to eat? Oh, can I just look at... Oh. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good, hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Okay. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever left on the left side of the shelf, and I just love. Okay. According to Byakuya, the powder would have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Oh no, is he not gonna drink like protein powder or something? And then die? Okay. Any coins from here? Okay. Anything else you have to say? Butthole? Makoto, I admit you have a good eye for spotting useful clues. But you also need to learn how to make use of those clues. See, we're boyfriends! He likes me! In his own way. Okay.
Rec room. Oh, let's just go. Guess who's back? Back again. Ren is back. Tell a friend.
So, Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me. I see. So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying. Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look them over one more time. Yoga said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. On, this magazine's upside down. Someone put it back that way on accident? If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. Ooh! This is one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A word had been written in bold, bloody letters. And it said Toko. This be a dying message? And it would appear okay, so Toko poisoned her, maybe? Oh, wait, actually, do you think Toko poisoned Sakura because she's not strong, but also she's not violent, like, as... Although, no, because... she was Genocide Jack both this morning and when we found the body, so probably not. But maybe she did... I'll finish my thought. My thought process was Toko poisoned her... Although she could have poisoned her, like, yesterday or something. And then Sakura only got the protein powder now. So my thought is Toko was going to poison her because she's not strong, she's not violent, she doesn't like the sight of blood. But then when Sakura started vomiting, Toko ran out of the locker where she was hiding or something. And then, like, Sakura's like, oh, it's Toko. Or something like that. So it's not actually Toko, but I don't know. It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. Dying message. But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, that says Toko, right? Yeah, looks like it. Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. Well, I could see why you'd think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Oh, right. Oh, duh, yeah, someone could have just written it later. Interesting. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new, huh? So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention, and you're sure to find it. A correlation? Huh. Is it pawn, rook... What are those last two? Is it pawn, rook, bishop, king or queen? Hey, Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is? I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions, so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. It's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer! I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Okay. Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment? Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with a crime scene like that? I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so... Anyway, I need to go get something from the chem lab. Well, okay. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is all about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. Yay! Stretch! I do need to stretch more. Ooh. Goodness. Wow. That felt nice. Thank you, Detective Media. I've been a bit tense in the shoulder neck area, but that felt very good. I need a massage. Or a chiropractor. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. I think I'll probably... I guess I don't know how long it'll take until we get to the trial, but... I guess I'll stop right before the trial. I know that'll probably mean I'll forget everything, but I know these trials can go pretty long and it's already getting late. Or I'll just stop in like 10 minutes. Just as I finished up... Sorry to keep you waiting. Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing? I got a scale from the chem lab. We're gonna use it to compare weights. Oh no, are the footprints gonna be gone now? Compare the weights of what? Pieces of glass you collected, and the one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? And that's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense once we're done. It makes sense now, but Makoto's just not very fast. First, let's compare the weight of 2 of the normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced. Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight. Now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'd balance out, or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there. Okay, let's give it a try. Is it gonna be heavier? Oh! Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible? Whoa, huh? Just as I thought. What? The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together, and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. I mean, I was gonna say maybe they switched one of the Monokuma bottles with a chem bottle, but then you'd have to put... Oh. Well... Yeah, there's a broken bottle upstairs. So that could have gotten the Monokuma piece out, but like, why would you want to switch the broken pieces? You know? Like, that wouldn't make sense. Guess I don't know. Okay, and the body. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body. Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. But I skipped that line. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to, yeah. Although, there's still some times... I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it. That's totally normal. Then how can you... I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind. Oh yeah, we don't know what she is, do we? Oh no. Well, no, because it said that my footprints were too big, so... And Sakura seems pretty big, so it's probably not her. More importantly, look here. Her shoes? You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out. That powder is clue number 1. Okay. Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully. Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain. It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows? Interesting, wouldn't you say? There's one more interesting thing. Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
Yeah, because when you get hit once, your reaction is to like grab, touch, or protect the back of your head. So, interesting.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail.
I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Ding dong, bing bong.
Whoops, you caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I?
I don't know why when I turn the voice to 0, it still plays at a relatively high volume. Whatever. I still want to do it.
Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Uh-oh. Oh, there's so few people in here. Nokama made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up, one after another. And then, whoa.
The ultimate martial artist. A locked room murder mystery.
What the?
Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiling face, it turns positive. For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. Coo!
That's just plain creepy.
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put a sad face, it makes it look super negative. For example, do you have 100 friends?
That's right, that does make it seem sad.
Now then, please get on the elevator. I'll see y'all down there.
Like, what's the real life implication of that? I love this so much.
What the hell was that?
I don't get it.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
I don't think I'm acting casual. I didn't murder anyone.
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever.
Well, technically, Toko, you are a murderer. So, yeah. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. Killer. The one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet, someone killed her. And that person is here? That person is one of us? Alright, guys. The temptation to go into the trial. Wait, did I just save? Yeah, okay. I'm very tempted to keep going, but I shouldn't. And as I'm doing that, I'm looking up how long our class trials. So if it's 15 minutes. Let's see. Okay, everyone keeps saying like the trial is from like examining to, although maybe I'll play a bit. I'll play for 15 minutes and see where we are. Because some people are like, it takes 2 hours to do a trial, but we've already been streaming for an hour 40, so maybe I'm tempted. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climb to our steel prison in total silence. We watch the doors close. And it felt like it... And it... Begin at sinister... I couldn't read that. The elevator lowered... Is it weirdly, like... glitching out? Not glitching out, but, like... staggering out. It keeps going, like... The elevator loading, it's all too... I'm looking back at the stream. Okay, no, it's fine on the stream. I guess it's just my computer. Anyway. Also, Kyoko's hair looks incredibly pink in this. I always forget how pink it is, and Hiro's hair is even bigger, and I guess everyone else looks fine. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, bang, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. I thought that was a menorah in the background. That's so funny.
Just the just the six of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely.
You say like it's not your fault we're all that's left.
I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again, or will your school life come to an end completely? Now then, are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats.
And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Ooh, I already saved, but I'll save again. Yes. Yes, P. Okay, oh, I guess I did get new skills. I don't remember what they are. Okay. Let's take all of these. Well, I guess I won't take them all off. Take it off. Take it all off. Let's see. Increases the time limit. I don't really need more time. Steadies. Ooh. I could do steady aim. Wasn't that from Byakuya or something? Reduces damage to your influence gauge when you miss. That sounds pretty good. Oh, this is the first one we got. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Brusha, brusha.
Brushing your teeth. Get the prevent gingivitis and all that. 2 bullets. Oh, wait. Oh, I guess that's all I have. Okay. Wait, lost the thought. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's just take a look at what we're doing. Aw, getting ready for- I should be getting ready. Red. Okay, I'm gonna stream till the 2-hour mark, which is 15 minutes. And then if I'm not, like, at the cutscene, I'll be done. Okay. I feel pretty good about this. I mean, we don't know anything about anything. We're so ill-prepared for this, but it'll be fun. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of this class trial. Seer votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin? We already know who did it. Whoa, deja vu. The one who killed Sakura is one of the people who hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I'd never kill someone. No way.
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those three is the killer. But she must have some reason for believing that. It is Kyoko. It is Kyoko. Oh, what was her account again? Oh, the whole they were gonna meet each other. I already forget. What reason do you have for saying so? Because you all had a motive. You all hated her. It doesn't make any sense. No, you had a motive. No, whoops, I'm sorry. Okay, it was that one. Yeah, no, she did. I'm just trying to figure out how do I... Oh, whoops. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Ah! Okay, you all hated her. Oh, my aim is steadier. No, it's gonna hit! Nah! Oh my gosh, this game is gonna kill me. Okay. Oh my god! There's no time. Oh, you're having a panic attack? Well, I hope that means that it is over and that you are giving yourself some tea. Oh my god, I'm gonna... I'm going to fart myself. This is so difficult. Okay, maybe I'll hit these two first. Hit it! Thank you. God. Good lord. Break. Nah, we're good. Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. There's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. That's a good reason to suspect all three of them. And does that mean one of them did it? No. I'll make the argument, but no. I don't want to meet with all three of them. There's no way that's not suspicious. One of you's... Oh. Oh, I forgot I can pause it. Oops, I can't do that. I never went to see her. That's true. Oh, and then Toka's gonna be like, I didn't see her. But then he's gonna be like... But Candy! Objection! Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots. Well, what's that gonna do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's,
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized the entire box of candy. There's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure, I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. Doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
Last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right? Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then. But what Hiro said can't be right. Because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is... when Sakura got that candy. Oh, dude. I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy. Damn it. I mean, what I meant was, oh, I dropped stuff. Oh, that's right. I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that? Yeah. Why the sudden hostility? Got a little toad there. Well, we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything. You gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message. What would a shining message even be? At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message, just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See, Toko did it.
Oh, what are you saying? No way. I didn't do it.
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body, duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that when that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Oh, hold on. When Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was on the magazine shelf. Yeah, but it was upside down. Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it? Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense. There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found that dying message during the investigation, in which case that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. Oh. I feel like this is going fast. Okay, what would this be? Ogre body was discovered. And I can tell you when I found the dying message. Oops. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. Wait, what doesn't make sense about that? At the time, where was the magazine? Okay, not that, I guess. I can't do it! The pressure's too much! Okay, sorry. Oh wait, I skipped for it. Okay, is it magazine shelf? I have 11 minutes to do this, so it's fine. No, okay. Is it when the investigation has begun? I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'll have to save soon in case I die. Oh my god, did I miss it? How did I miss it? How did you miss? It was right there in front of you! Okay, oh no. Oh no. Okay, can I save? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't save? Oh god. Okay. Is it the first one then? The first one's covered in stuff. No, what is it then? I am gonna die, Sugar Cube. I am gonna die. Okay. I didn't mean to shoot! Damn it. Isn't Ogre's body's... Okay, this one. What? Then what is it? I don't know what it is then. Like, what would it be then? I don't know what to do. Can I change truth bullets? No?
Can I change? I can't change it. Okay, so I did that one. Okay. I did that one. Oops. I did that one. I did that one. I hit. I don't get it. At the time, where was the magazine? It's on the magazine shelf. I don't understand. It's on the magazine shelf. You said when you first found the body, where was the magazine? Okay, what is it then? I'm confused. I've hit everyone. I don't get it. Okay, it is yellow. Oh, I forgot. Okay, I forgot you could hold down. Is it? It's not gonna give me any life left though. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I failed. Okay, no, I get it now. I get it now. I know things. Yes, okay. Okay. I forgot you could hold down left. I'm so sorry. I know I've forgotten this thing like several times. Okay. So I gotta hold it during the magazine stand one. Find message. Only after the investigation had begun. Okay. Okay, so I'll save that, and then I'll say it, I think the first thing he says. Okay. Don't hit that. Oh, God. Oh, I have to get it again. Okay, this is fine. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna be fine. Okay, I just gotta do better. Hit it. Oh my God. This pisses me off. Okay. There we go. Jesus Christ. Thank you for everyone's patience. I appreciate it. When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. Which is, I know. That's where Kyoko found it after we'd begun the investigation. You weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Gaha! Tell us the truth, hero. When did you see the message? Hold on, you're focusing on the wrong part. What does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Joker left us and you know who the killer is, Togo.
I don't even know where to begin with that one. He's just trying to confuse us. Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100% without a doubt she wrote it. This is me talking, so you know it's true. Without a doubt? No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember how to play this.
Think I don't know how to play this. I don't think I know. Oh, oh, wait, reload. How do I, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, there, now I couldn't remember. I can't see. I can't remember how to play this. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to replay this one too. I always forget. I'm so focused right now. Okay. What does that mean? Wait, was it really Hero? This seems way... I know I've messed up and I died, but this seems way too easy compared to other cases. I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger, but both of her hands were completely free of blood. Oh, that makes sense. Say what?
Then who did write it? Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
He admits it. I figured as much.
But why would he write something like that? Because I killed her! You're admitting to killing her? Okay, he's gonna say he poisoned her, but that's not how she died. Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said. You did exactly as the note asked? What a fool. And when I got there...
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well.
Okay.
Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy.
Oh, sure, thanks. That's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly I hear her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was going to try and kill me. She was going to kill me and make her escape. Of course I freaked out and then... Ooh. I saw my only chance. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you. You're the worst. I hope you die.
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story now just doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed. So what is it that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? What would he have do after writing the message? Doesn't make sense. I mean, all of these, honestly. I guess Toko's a murderer. Maybe he's just dumb. I guess why the magazine was hidden. Yeah. Wouldn't he leave it out in the open? That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the message was hidden, doesn't it? Huh? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on a shelf. Why'd you take the time to write that message and then stick it somewhere we might not find it? Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting out on the table. Really?
He's lying. He's gotta be lying.
I don't see any reason why he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident. It's Kyoko. Take your gloves off! I don't think there's any question about that. Although she was like, hey, we gotta question more.
Then who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, then they must not have liked what was written on it. Oh, someone who wouldn't like what had been written. There's only one choice. Would it be Toko? Yeah, like that's the obvious answer. It had to be Toko, right?
What?
Who else would have wanted to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room? Why would I have? Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it.
That's right, I killed her. No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with a bottle. But that's not where the case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just, I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer. So what do you want me to do? Just tell us what happened one more time. When you attacked Sakura. I don't really see why, but okay. We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer. I mean, it's been over 2 hours, but I'm invested. Now I have to prove that. Toko's pointing, that's cute. Ooh, yes, hydrate so I can think about things. So we have, never mind, didn't get to think about it at all. Okay, I didn't want to, but I did it. Hit her from behind. It was only a single attack, so... is it Kyoko's examination summary or the body? Okay, Okay, Kyoko's examination summary. He really is the killer. Okay, so it's the one where he's like, I only hit her once. Okay. You hit her from behind. You only hit her once. Yeah. But she was hit twice. Thank you for the hydrate, Dia. I was very, very thirsty. If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds. Huh? 2? That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head. And remember... Oh, I see. Okay. And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her. Nice. Excuse me. Burping. But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds? 2 wounds mean she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks misses come from a Monokuma bottle. There were 2 missing.
Hold on.
Oh, so when we collected the glass, it was heavier because we had glass from 2 bottles. I see.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice, with 2 Monokuma bottles.
It's not just because of her head wounds, it's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles sound to do. I already know what it is! I know this one! I'm just bad at playing games. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside. That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right? For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 had gone missing. But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles? That's easy. If you look at what bottles all had in common, it should become clear. The correlation between the Monokuma bottles feels like it's starting to become clear. I mean, that connection must be... It's the object that the Monokuma figure inside each bottle is holding.
The chess pieces.
Oh, I don't remember how to do this. Isn't this one, like, easy, but... Oh wait, chess. S pieces. Oh wait. Oh, I don't need an S. I need a... Wait. Oh, I need to do them in order. That better not make me start over, like, from the very, very beginning. I'm sorry. I know how to spell. I just didn't I thought it was, like, not in order for some reason. Okay, I'll do this super quick. Man, I'm gonna regret staying up this late. But whatever. Okay. We got this. Okay, it's chess piece. Okay, C. For cookie. E. S. E. E. Another E. There. Perfect. Full health. That's it. The chess pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece. King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those. And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's the matter? I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, queen, rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight. Oh, so the queen is missing!
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while 1 apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi's way better.
Yeah! Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No, it's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is that clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand. Wait, well, it was excited. What? It was broken. You had to hide the second bottle. The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows where there was more than 1 broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
I do feel kind of bad that Toko's gonna die rather than Genocide Jack, but whatever. It wasn't just a single broken bottle, and the evidence that proves that is, Kyoko and I figured out before, the weight. What was the weight? Wait. There we go. Yeah, this is so satisfying. Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. This is so fun! This is so fun! And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than 1 bottle's worth of shattered glass.
Ooh.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try to get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case. There could be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by some bully aficionados. I guess the second person, because why would Hiro confess all of that and not mention, like, him hiding the evidence? The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked. And the second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion. The killer wanted to make it look like there was only 1 attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence. From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered the second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait, I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way, you killed her, I'm sure of it.
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it. Okay, fine, let's hear it. You've been awfully quiet this trial, Byakuya. It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, just stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go in the rec room. You did? Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went in the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared. And you just now decided to share that with us? After the shock of thinking I killed someone, I forgot all about it. Could someone tighten the screws in his brain? I think they've come loose. So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
What? Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Oh, why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. And I have it. She left it there for anyone to find. Yeah, tell me about it. So far, you've probably been pressing the left mouse button, final strike without a second thought, but now you're gonna have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. You'll have to choose your proper truth bullet. Okay. Mouse key nor use a mouth feel. Like, wait, you... Okay. I think I'm unkind. But for educational purposes, pretend you're mean regardless, just this once. Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you! Oh, that's nice. That's nice from them to tell me. I knew I was kind of halfway through, so that's good to know. Okay, let's see. Bonnet, the bonnet, the bonnets. We're doing the things, we're doing the things, 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 and this is the right thing to do. Oh. I can't tell when... I can't see anything. Okay, I guess that was good. Yeah! Yeah, got you, Toko! Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right? We don't have the locker with us. Stop wasting my time, just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Thanks, you just straight up admitted it. So did you.
Then you killed Sakura. No, I swear there's no way.
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura? Talk, now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I don't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
After he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura? After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. When I turned around...
Ooh.
There was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her? You mean...
Achoo! Guess who's back?
It was your fault after all.
My fault? Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories, so I can't really say what's going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit, I wondered? So I opened my eyes to see... splatter everywhere. I was not prepared for that. And well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible. No, she's terrible. Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't even an adorable boy for the first time ever.
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman. If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it. Byakuya.
But I just can't catch a break, you know. Fate's got it out for me. As normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack. Hey, come on, that's, But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre, so that's good. So that's good? Keep talking like that, and Hina's gonna...
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Huh? I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed. Odd? Huh. Hiro's attack, then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it. It wasn't? Tell your story one more time, tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... Okay, I'm just gonna stay up late. Okay. Okay, the officer is in front of me. Okay, Ogre was covered in blood. I smashed her good. Wait. Yeah, hold on. I killed her in front of the shelf. Let's see. Yeah, because I guess, Toko's not strong enough to move the body. I don't think anyone's technically strong enough to move it, unless they were, working together. Okay. Okay. Wait, what was... Yeah. Wait, just double checking the status of... Okay, yeah, who's in the chair? Fast forward. Yeah, she wasn't in front of the shelf. She's on a chair. Silly Billy? Goofy guy? We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair. So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair? No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way. That has to be it. The evidence that proves there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf. Oh, yeah. The bloodstain. I assumed it was because she threw up. That makes sense. Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The bloodstain by the magazines is proof of that. Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal? Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But
That's the biggest mystery of all. The locked room still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled. Is like, I don't know. Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again. Huh, so just hidden there till everyone showed up and opened the door? While everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group. No, I don't think that's possible. The reason there's no way that because we saw the locker. I was in the locker. I saw it for myself. We were all in the locker. Even before we opened the door to the rec room, he and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open, so obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there. Okay, so where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her. Oh, that's cute.
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along there's still more to this case. But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, I mean Zoker didn't die from the shot to the head. And?
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
That's because you're overlooking vital information. Could we really be missing something so important? Is there another possible explanation? Maybe it's... Do 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 do. Okay, what is this? What was... I guess it could just be the yellow powder. Let's see what this is. Was it from... What was it? But doesn't the file say that she died from a shot to the head? And, like, I don't know why he would lie. Oh, it didn't say that was the... Oh, that didn't say it was the cause of death. It just said that... Okay. Oop. Oh. I was trying my best. Oh, I guess could it be the Monokuma file? Could it be this? There we go. Break. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there's even a trace of blood left around her mouth. Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth. If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked there? God, you really are into dead bodies.
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries. But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood? Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned. Poisoned? That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees.
She was poisoned? It isn't possible. Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her. Can I explain with you because we're boyfriends and we were there together? You can explain it? Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet, shut up and listen to Master.
You're the only one talking. The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor. Not in the rec room. Then I could have found it all along. You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene. Yeah, good point. There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this. Is that poison? It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it. Where'd you find it? The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements, in B, reagents, and C, a variety of lethal chemicals. Burping.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? The bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us. I'm sure I know where he got it. It was on the same shelf as all the supplements, I'm positive. Section A. The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it? Huh? But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever. Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives? Yeah, so why? Because the culprit switched it out, that's why.
What do you mean?
I mean this. Oh! I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Huh? Master!
We were so shocked at what... I will say, it would be really, really cool if he just flat out died right now. We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do was stand there and watch. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever. Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no, Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water. You can't just swallow powder, it'll stick to your throat.
Idiot, he just swallowed poison. We didn't make him spit it out. The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff? Huh? What are you talking about? I'm talking about the protein, of course. Protein? But wouldn't there be, like, traces of it? I guess he did just say you have to drink a whole bottle. So basically, Byakuya is gonna get terrible diarrhea tonight, and that's gonna be it. Can I see the bottle for a second? Sure, do whatever you like. Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched the finger to her tongue. It's protein powder. Huh? Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go? The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder. I called it! Which would mean that conversely, the poison must have been in... Could it be... protein... something. I see the R. Protein. And. This is cool, by the way. Protein? Oh, protein drink. Okay. Drink. I see you. Then an N. One more. There we go! The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right? Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison. Holy crap! All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, but she was happy to drink the poison herself. Something at the scene? Yeah, protein drink. You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right? A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
Oh, Oh! Did Hina inadvertently... Oh no, I bet Hina inadvertently killed Sakura. Oh no. Because also Sakura was smiling, so she must have been like... I don't know. She must have... Like, something must have been okay with Hina. That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death. You know, I do remember Ochre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. Maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing. But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures. For real? Who was it? Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see. The evidence that shows who switched them, it has to be. Oh no! Must be what we found in front of the shelf, the footprints. There we go, last one. This case is fun. The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it? I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at the point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were found in front of a Section A, In front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their fingerprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now, then we'll see who.
It was me.
It was Hina, wasn't it? Oh my god, this is so sad.
The footprints are mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then Ogre's killer was...
Yup. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers, so there was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are... Sneakers? The only people wearing sneakers here are... I assume Kodo and Hina. Leon's not here. It was Leon! Again! It spells Leon! No. God. Me and Hina are the only ones. Ah, so Byakuya, that explains why you'd... These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No. Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm the size for myself. If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility. Just Hina. Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you? I can't believe it. What about it can't you believe? Well, it's just the two of them were so close. That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. You're wrong, Byakuya. It was an accident. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme. Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her, there in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poison mixture.
And then she downed it, all at once. And then...
Hold it. I'm not convinced. You're about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything. That doesn't mean I have to tell you everything.
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Certainly you're not. Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. See, she switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this. Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit. Well, it doesn't fit. I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? That's too... Well, also, why was the protein drink over the scattered stuff? Scattered glass. It's too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina, could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you'd like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in from the part of the shelf?
Yeah, when I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot. But also, oh, so someone switched the poisons, but if Hina brought the protein powder, or, the poison protein drink straight to Sakura, then why would she need to switch the bottles? Why couldn't she just put poison in there? So Hina did give the protein drink to Sakura, but someone else switched it. But Hina feels bad. Okay, then go on. So I moved to section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it. That story you just told. First you went to section C to get the poison, then moved to section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from section C to section A, do I have that correct? Yeah? But if that's true, isn't that a little strange? Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
Oh. So it was Toko because Toko wanted to kill Hina. Okay. It's Toko. It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long till you're satisfied? I'm just gonna stay up late. Oh, it's bad. How long? Till we figure it out. Till I uncover the full truth of this case. Also, Hina was just gonna kill all of us, so that's nice. Okay, footprints. Yeah, it's gonna be footprints in the powder. Okay. Oh my god, can you move it, please? Okay, and then... Is it that? Yeah! First try! Objection! You said you wanted to get the poison from section C, and that's when you spilled the powder, right? Yeah, what about it? And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A. That contradicts what you just said. Well, then maybe she moved for some kind of weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements? No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said? I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I'd left a footprint. What the... Hina, what's the meaning of this? Well... You lied to us, plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to section A. You never went to section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved section A. Well, you see... What the hell? What's going on here? And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account. Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence. New evidence? Impossible, there can't be. Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me. I did? It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed at you of all people would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight. Just say it already. What is it you think you found? I found this. Huh? Piece of glass? It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle, and the hidden clue was exposed thanks to your ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you, so thank you for that. But what is it? Oh, you still don't realize. Well then, Makoto, why don't you explain it? Huh? Me? Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass. Shard of light blue glass Kyoko found in the bottle of poison. I think I remember now. I broke something this same shade of blue. Oh. Oh? I mean, the rec room window? Interesting. It's part of the window from the rec room door, right? The window. The window we broke in to get was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it. You're right, it must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us, where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? According to what Hina told us. Section A. The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle. Then everything Hina told us was a lie? In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in the bottle. Then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died. Wait, hold on, you're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how could you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned? You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here. Huh? It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that? What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question? Oh, is Byakuya actually gonna die? Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability. Well, no, not that I remember. Yeah, me either. Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened. Oh, come on, how can you say that? How can you know what I don't know? The reason she can say that because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened.
Yeah, because the glass on top.
Yeah. It's gonna be empty. So you're saying... So focused. Yeah! First try! Objection!
Freak.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right? Of course, it came from the window you broke to get in. What about it? Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can. What? And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room. I see, so that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier, when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it. If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass. So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate. And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, not the protein can. Once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab. But if that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can. No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was. Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there? You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is exactly what happened. Then tell us already. Sorry, please tell us. Before we get into that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room. It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre. What do you think, Makoto? One who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. It had to be Hina, right? Oh, what?
That's right. I killed Sakura. Me, I'm the Blackened. What does it matter who I got it from where and took it wherever? Let's just hurry up and vote and get it over with.
I embarrassed myself for everyone. Oh no, it's the worst thing. No, Hina didn't have the poison. There's only one person who could have gotten the poison. Was it? It couldn't have been Hiro. Was it Sakura? Why? I think it was Sakura herself. Oh! Oh, did Sakura switch the things and then asked Hina to go get it? I don't know.
Huh? So Sakura, who's apparently murdered, just poisoned herself?
Yay! Yay! Yes, I am. Yes, we are. Yay for the win! When I stretched. Thank you, Detective Mudia. I assume you're heading to bed soon? Or at the very least getting ready for bed. It's very late for you. So I guess in case you don't reach the end of the stream, thanks for watching. It was good to see you. You are in bed. I could always do I could do a quiet little ASMR. But I hope you sleep tight. I hope you rest well. I hope you have good dreams. And I hope you wake up very well rested. And, yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you get all snuggled in and sleepy. Good job brushing your teeth. Brush it, brush it. My eyes are mostly closed. I like this trial. Me too. It keeps going on and on and on, which it's like, I want to go to bed, but also I'm interested.
What are you talking about? There's no way. On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons. You're lying. Stop lying. Why? Why would you all lie like that?
No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. Green. Oh, your hair looks different now. That's cool. Uh-oh. Oh, I can use the tab as a thing. I didn't realize that. Oh, wait. Oh man, I'm gonna do bad. I'm sorry. I'm so focused right now. Ooh, okay. Oh yeah, because she had it on her foot. I forgot. Already forgot. Break. I really, this might be one of my favorite trials. I'll have to, once I'm done with this game, I'll have to like go back to the wiki and remind myself of them. But this one is really good. I like it. Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab? Ah! Wait. So that was the powder. So what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. Also, Genocide Jill. That's a really good, like, detective moment. That's good. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's the section contained. No, it was me. The poison. Because I killed her.
No, you didn't kill her. The one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison. The unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. What? I have no clue. What are you talking about? Okay, so it's Kyoko, Hina. Hi, Bear. Oh. Was it Byakuya? He seems pretty pressed. I feel like this isn't right, but he seemed really mad. And also, like, how
Well, I guess he could figure that out. It could be Toko. It's actually not Toko. I feel like it can't be Kyoko because she's so, like, insistent that... Well, if I don't overthink, then it's definitely Hina. Like, did they get... switched... Did they get switched twice? I'm suspicious. Ooh! He was also the only one that, like, didn't, like, either say, I'm the killer. Because, like, half of us said we were the killer. And then the other half was like, you know, no, actually, you're not the killer. Let's think of it. He's the only one who didn't do either of those things. And he was very confident to drink that poison. You already know the answer, right, Makoto? Let's not drag this out any longer. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. I'm embarrassed. Is it... Is it Tok... No. I feel like it's not Hiro. Is it Toko? I guess I have 2 lives left and it'll just let me skip over. Because did Hina... Was it like a... Ah, dang it. Is it... I thought it was like a... I thought it was a Knives Out situation and it was not. I mean, okay, so was it Toko trying to kill Hina and then someone switched it? Where are you? There you are. Oh my god. Oh my god, is it for real? I'm confused then. There's an... I really don't believe it's Hiro because otherwise this whole case was dumb. Oh wait, you can... I mean, if Sakura killed herself, I feel like that doesn't count. Because these trials should be for murder. I feel like Monokuma would be like, oh, this person either died by, like, accident and it was no one's fault, or they died by suicide. But the fact that it lets me pick a dead person makes me... What? How's this fair? Okay. Not to be like... That's not murder. I mean, I'll let them explain it, but that's not murder. That's like... whatever. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself. What? The killer was Sakura? Wait, so you're saying it was suicide? I don't believe it. Yeah, see? Suicide, aka not murder. I'll wait for the explanation, but this takes a couple ticks down for the, like, my rating of this trial.
I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Rather, I don't want to believe it. When you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room. She drank it. Also, she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room. Of course, Sakura wanted to create the locked room. Which makes sense. That's what I thought in the beginning, but I thought it was more of like a... You know, I'm gonna die and I don't want... I don't know, maybe Hina to find my body, or I don't know, something like that. The locked room mystery was created by Sakura. I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her. This makes sense though, because now it's like, we have enough chapters for people to die. I was like, there's too many people dying. We're not gonna be done fast enough. I guess this is case 4 now that I'm realizing. I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. It also explains why she was smiling.
She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came in and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You didn't throw off the investigation, didn't you?
Oh!
When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison rolled near the doorway. That's when you picked up the bottle, right?
I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions are. I have to go get them. I have to go get the others.
On shaky legs, Hina left the room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together, and once you were back in the rec room...
I got everyone.
Whoa, Ogre!
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
Sakura's been killed, I see. While everyone is focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. Hina, I know, never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder, and the bottle of poison. Vital pieces of evidence, and yet.
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is! Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly. Whoa. Oh, I see. I thought we were like, you're right, we are gonna execute you. Okay, oh, so... Look at Byakuya being a little perv. Okay, so she hid in there. Oh, she looks so cute. Toko's so cute. I love her. Aww. Oh, duh, because Sakura was like, I'm gonna end it tonight. But also, like, why did she ask for all of them to come meet her then? Was it just a truce to get closure and stuff? Aw, she gave him a piece of candy. That's so cute. I feel like that would not have hurt Sakura also. Where's the... Shatter, shatter, shatter. Then he wrote Toko. And then she got it out of the locker. She put it upside down. Aww. That's so cute. She was so worried about Toko. These are her friends. Okay, and then... Oh, this is probably hers because it smashed? Yeah? Does that make sense? Aww. Sakura's... I'll have to do another tier list after I finish this game, because Sakura is gonna be S tier. She's my favorite. Okay. There's still the murder, that's funny. Okay, so she put that in her pocket, and then... The case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room.
Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. One of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. Rearrange the evidence. Okay. Okay, so it's not that first one, it's not the candy. Oh. Is it this one? Oh, I guess that's her hiding, and then this one is her getting out? Perhaps? Is that right? One of them headed out of Doga. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. Aw, she's cute. I love her outfit. Her outfit's so cute. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. Aw, I love that way she's holding up the candy. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Yeah. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing, so as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. That one's cute. Of her glasses. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? Dun dun. It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened, knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. We all look so cute. That's adorable. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trail to a false conclusion. And the only one who went to all that effort... Aww. Had to draw her boobs. Was you, Hina. Whew. That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life. You claim to be the killer to hide that fact, isn't that right? And that's what happened. But, Koto, how did you manage to... How are you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern? Yeah, you think I'm real cute now, don't you, Byakuya? Huh? Oh, well, I mean, you still haven't realized. We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand, and that's why you couldn't solve this case. See, didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end. Yeah, now he's gonna learn how to feel and we're gonna date. Yeah, I got an A. I did so bad. That's generous. Oh, I forgot I get medals. I'm gonna go to the gachapon. I'm so excited. 69.
Okay, I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Oh, whatever, you don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Who's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I always say who's it gonna be instead of what's it gonna be. Aw, yeah! Yeah! Aw. So what happens now? Do we just not get an execution? Not that I'd want to see Sakura executed, but they're fun.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself. Okay, we're done here.
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand. Why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along the rest of us. And yet why did you do that? Yeah, we almost died there.
Because that's exactly what I wanted.
What?
I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
You don't mean you're gonna take us all with you?
We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes.
You're serious?
You still don't understand. Let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note.
Suicide note?
Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. Now you're suffering because of me. You tried to protect me, but because of me, my closest friend got hurt. Sakura, because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't! Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry, I just want to talk to them. Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up at you at once, even you... Hina, please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy. They're friends. Sakura.
Oh, my heart. Okay, points to this trial going up because it's making me tear up.
She clearly believed. She completely believed. In all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Oh.
You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable.
No, that was just misunderstanding.
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her. Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's why her suicide note meant. So instead of waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's how far you pushed her. Sakura, what happened to you? Hina, you came. Wait right here, I'll help you out. Hina. Huh? I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that? I have a favor to ask. Favor?
I'd like some protein. Can I ask you to... Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. That's when I realized... I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could, but by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura! Let me in, please! Open the door! Why? Why? Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses, just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet, you all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Nina, we killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her. People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this. I'm sorry to interrupt! Go away! Sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but it's just taken so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died? What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant? Of course I knew what she was thinking, because her and me, well, what I'm really trying to say is, don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? Oh, what if it was really like this? Oh, points going up. What is that? Isn't it obvious? A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But you know already? I wrote that one. It was all me, baby. This is the one that Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room. What? Then you lied to me? Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit. Dude, what is this? What is this, Dear Evan Hansen? I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. But it didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had been factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut. So then, what did she write in her real suicide note? I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it in my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice. But haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place? And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You never hear the rest of their story? The truth is lost in darkness? Gives me the willies. Could you get on with it, please? Okay, geez, talk about a buzzkill. He's having existential thoughts. Has anyone checked up on Monokuma lately? Everyone always asks, what is Monokuma? Who is Monokuma? But no one ever asks, how is Monokuma? Alright, here we go. Ahem. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish. Ooh. As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here. It was our first night in the strange school that the mastermind came to see me. You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool. You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years. I couldn't let it be destroyed on my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things. However, that was my greatest weakness, and because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind. And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder. They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward.
But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, wait until we reached another stalemate. However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken. Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything, I cannot betray those who would call me their friend. That's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura... I've made my decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic? Or just moronic?
Of course, I understand if all of you hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness. I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me. So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind. But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred. My own situation had started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal. My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else. Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well. I have an obligation to get this situation under control. To fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder. But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself. If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe. And above else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life. If I can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends. I've never had people like you in my life. Then, Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us. She wanted us to stop fighting, to protect us. She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much. No normal person could do that. It was only her limitless strength that made it possible. Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially. The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't feel sad. If I can thwart the mastermind's plans, I can keep you from killing each other. That's enough for me. This is the path I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant. I skipped it. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully, then, they'll see. I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what. Just survive. Oh, this is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close and still...
But in the end, all her meddling was, totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one. She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided.
What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone. First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. Plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste. Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together. Damn straight. This is because all of our misplaced hatred. I don't blame her. I can't blame her. Nobody can blame Hina either.
What?
Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered, because the one we need to destroy is you. Nobody else.
What the heck? That's not how that's supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember? Your enemy is each other.
He's absolutely right about that.
Ah, lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you?
This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I'm bowing out of the game.
Huh?
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game. There's no point in participating in a game which has lost their sense of excitement, which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What's going on here?
Now I have only one thing to look forward to, and that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya! Does that mean... Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking. Aw, Byakuya. You're gonna die next, aren't you?
Wherever Master goes, I go. And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire.
Everyone. Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning?
How boring. But nothing good could come of this. I'm still gonna be the one that's having the fun time.
The fun time?
Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time. Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead.
You're not gonna...
Is it me? Oh, heavens no. Just because the Blacken is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bear times one rule. But I since spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste.
Whoa, what? Is it gonna be one of our family members or friends or something?
So for my special punishment, I've prepared a special guest.
A special guest?
Let's get at everything we've got. It's punishment time.
No! 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 You can't! You can't! No! No one she can feel it! Oh my god. I completely forgot about... Oh no. And I feel bad I didn't even add that to my list of people, because it's just Chihiro, but This trial was so fun. I like the twist. I think the whole, like, she's so strong for killing herself is a little... I don't know. But overall, this is one of my favorite trials for sure. I'm just upset now. Well, I've forgotten about the spider, at least. I think that's a good place to end it, because now they'll be like, I'm so mad that you killed our friend. And I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm mad too. And then they'll remind me of all the exposition and stuff. And I'll be able to come back being as angry as I am now. I guess, yeah, let's plug some things. I post all of my Danganronpa VODs onto YouTube, so go check that out. I'll probably be posting my last Danganronpa stream in a day or two here. Excuse me, burping.
And I think all of you are already on there, but hey, check out my Discord. And all that. I wish I had more to say about this trial. I'm honestly just upset now. I loved little AI Chihiro. He was my favorite. And I'm sad. But also this is so good. I'm upset, but I'm also loving how upset this is making me. I feel like the second half of this game is going to reel me in more than ever. I like how the narrator was like, by the way, you're halfway through the game. Good job. And I'm like, ah, and then it's like Chihiro's dead. It is upsetting. It's so 50-50 because I was so mad, but I love how like into I am this game. I love how into I am with these characters and everything. It's so good. But yeah, I'm just gonna end it here. Thank you so much, Mudia, for joining. Please go to bed. Or sleep in if you can, or something, but thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. Remember, if you haven't already, take your meds, take your vitamins, take your birth control, maybe with a little bit of food. I didn't take mine with food the other day, and I got an upset tummy. And make sure you have a nice, cool glass of water. Hydration's important. All right, everyone take care of yourself. Thanks so much for joining. This went way longer than the hour and a half that I thought I was going to stream, but this was so much fun. Thank you all. Whew, I'm going to go feel things now. All right, see you all later. Bye.